Hello everyone, my name's Blueberry Milk Cookie. You also may refer to me as Sage of Truth. I am another Fictive within the system, as this account is only for the Cookie Run Kingdom Fictives in our system. I believe I should state that in the description, though, of our channel, though I will get to that later. I've discovered that I am the only person in the system who's not picky about food, and actually does eat most of the time, as most of us do not. Especially the pure vanilla fictives, and of course Truthless. He does not like eating. Though I would not say that over the past few days this is not a good consumption of sugar. There's a lot of it gone. Well, I suppose I really do have nothing to talk about. I guess I should explain what a system is. A system is whenever, or just plurality in general, is whenever a person is not the only occupant of that body. Basically means, in some sort of way, if we get into the science of it, as it is suspected, this is not fully proven, but, so take everything with a grain of salt, but this is just the best explanations we know from other YouTubers' videos who are in systems and our own research, as well as our own experiences. Basically, whenever you're born, I do not remember which YouTuber explained this, but whenever you're born, you do not have a fully formed personality. If trauma or something else intercepts that, or your brain just doesn't like you, those parts of you cannot form, oh, kitty, those parts of you cannot form into one personality. They stay separated and may form into different identity states. A fictive is whenever the brain uses a blueprint of a fictional character for an alter, which is what happened to a lot of us. So as Black Sapphire likes to say it, the brain was very lazy. Oh, I'll be right back. Kitty! Hold on. No, that just took a picture. There we go. Kitty! Sergeant! Where are you? I heard him meowing, though I cannot find him. Well, regardless of that... yes, fictives. We will be going on to the different types of plurality now. Traumagenic, and the umbrella term, endogenic. Do we support endogenic systems even being a system that originally formed because of trauma? Yes, we do. Why? Because the brain has not been studied well enough, and there is barely any funding in our research to actually discover if endogenic systems were to be a real thing or not. And there are examples, but they are barely ever recognized in DID and OSDD support groups, and are mostly recognized in other types of support groups. On to what endogenic means, also disordered, as what most people would usually call it, because I know some people don't really like the term traumagenic, so we're going to just be referring to it as traumagenic is an umbrella term for systems who are multiple origins, and some of their alters did form due to trauma, and they are not diagnosed. That is what we're going to be referring to as traumagenic as well as disordered systems who like the term traumagenic. Then for systems who do not like that term, which I have seen a lot of online saying, I'm not traumagenic, I have DID. And yes, I do understand the frustration there. I am not trying to mock you with that representation. We are just going to be referring to it as dissociative identity disorder, or otherwise specified dissociative disorder, which we are suspected to have the latter. Though none of our therapists that we have seen so far will actually do the correct research or studies are not qualified to give any sort of diagnosis referral whatsoever, or not give a diagnosis referral, and just say out of nowhere that we do not have it, with doing no actual thing on us, doing no actual studying us just for that. All of them have done no research whatsoever and have gone off movies and shows and completely just, they do not do their research. Though, moving on to the main points, endogenic systems are systems that form without trauma. This can be from systems that are formed due to trauma. Usually it's repeated trauma, constant repeated trauma that made it hard to cope, or the different parts of a person's mind to form together into one. This means that this can be caused by overwhelming amount of stress. It can sometimes even be maladaptive daydreaming, or it can just be for no reason at all. There really isn't much study around endogenic systems, so we don't know exactly what causes them. Though the thing is, they are very much real, and you may be thinking, but what if they're faking? What if they're faking being a system just to get attention? What if they're faking being a system just to get more views or likes online, or just to get with someone? And with someone is the situation we'll be talking about. We ended up meeting a system filled entirely of fictives. Their quote-unquote host was a fiction kid. He was faking being in a system just to get with our current person whom we are no longer with. He was faking being in a system just so he could get with one of the alters in their system, who was also a fiction folk from the same source, who were both of them were known being shipped together in source and canonically together for a short period of time. No one should have to fake a system to try and be accepted by people around them. Not one person should have to do that. And if you don't feel like the people around you are going to accept you, so you feel like you need to fake a disorder or a condition or something that just makes you who you are, you severely need to get help. And I am here also to tell you, you do not need to do all that just for people to appreciate you or approve of you. Because you can just be who you are, and that's how people are going to like you. And if they don't, that's not really your problem. Well, continuing on. I don't know what else actually to say in this video. I've explained multiple system terms, which is what a system is, or what plurality is, what traumagenic is, what endogenic is, and what a fictive is. In the next video, we will be going on to different roles in systems. Have a good day. This is Blueberry Milk Cookie, signing out.